raft with half a paddle and a bucket full of hope, with a sail stitched out of cabbage sacks and someone's laundry rope. The captain said, "She's seaworthy." The crew all answered, "Where?" He said, "Don't ask such questions, boys. We've got a raft and prayer." Hey! There's a fine line down in Port Sarim between brave and badly planned, and we crossed it with a hammer and a sandwich in our hand. We had planks from old shop counters, we had nails from who knows where. We had one man saying, "Trust me lads," with seaweed in his hair. The harbour lights behind us started shrinking in the mist, and every sailor on the dock had put us on a list of fools who chase the open tide with pockets full of air. But fools can earn a level, boys, with a raft and a prayer. Hey! Row, boys, row, though the keel may disagree. Row, boys, row, there's XP on the sea. With a raft and a prayer and a hole in the side, we'll float if we're lucky, we'll sink if we're tired. Hey! Tie down the cargo, don't question the mast. The boys of Port Sarim are learning it fast. With a heave and a ho and a scream in the air, we'll sail round the world on a raft and a prayer. Now Danny found the cargo and he stacked it far too high, till a crate of rusty anchors nearly knocked him to the sky. Old Jim was on the tiller with the confidence of kings, but he steered us into seagulls and some other awful things. The cook had brought a lobster pot, a kettle and a chair. The kettle went to Catherby, the chair went God's nowhere. And every time the waves came in, we shouted, "All repair!" But nobody had brought the tools, just a raft and a prayer. Oh! Row, boys, row, let the wet boots slap the deck. Row, boys, row, there's no refund for the wreck. With a raft and a prayer and a hole in the side, we'll float if we're lucky, we'll sink if we're tired. Hey! Tie down the cargo, don't question the mast. The boys of Port Sarim are learning it fast. With a heave and a ho and a scream in the air, we'll sail round the world on a raft and a prayer. Who built the raft? Not me, that's not me. Who checked the mast? Not me, that's not me. Who packed the rum? That's me, lads, that's me. Who saw the storm? The sea, that's the sea. Who wants to turn? Not now, that's not now. Who knows the way? Not how, that's not how. By evening we were legends in a very local way. 3 fishermen had seen us and 1 priest began to pray. We passed a boat from Moosa Point, they laughed until they cried, then asked us if our vessel was the thing we'd climbed inside. But the levels kept on ticking and the wind began to change, and the raft that felt like punishment began to feel less strange. For every mighty captain with a crew beyond compare once had soaked socks and splinters and a raft and a prayer. With a raft and a prayer and a hole in the side, we'll float if we're lucky, we'll sink if we're tired. Tie down the cargo, don't question the mast. The boys of Port Sarim are learning it fast. With a heave and a ho and a scream in the air, we'll sail round the world on a raft and a prayer. With a plank and a rope and the salt in our hair, we'll learn every level on a raft and a prayer. So laugh if you must when we drift past the pier, with our boots full of brine and our eyes full of fear. But one day we'll have a skiff, boys, a sloop, then who knows where. And we'll toast to where it started, with a raft and a prayer.